Welcome back, everyone. This is Arafellin playing Legend of Zelda Echoes of the Past, a ROM hack of Link to the Past that's basically a hard mode. So we're up to 6 of the 7 crystals, just the one internal rock left to get into Ganon's Tower, which will probably be an ordeal all its own. Still do not have the bow. Normally that would be the first dungeon item you get. Instead, it still hasn't appeared. Did not find the Cane of Burner either. I checked Spike Cave where it would normally be, and it was not there. Which reminds me that although this ROM hack does largely leave the overworld untouched, largely is not completely. So I think I'm going to check out some of the areas that we would normally ignore, see if there's anything hiding out there. Big Rock is just Big Rock. Looks like there's nothing here, as usual. This, I think, was a fairy cave, so it should still be that. Sounds like it. Reminds me to check the bottles. That looks good for now. So I'm going to just do a little loop around the world, see if I can find anything of interest. And that's interesting. Does that mean... no? Is the portal just not here? Huh. Oh, there it is. So you need the gloves to get here, but not the hammer, which kind of makes sense because the hammer wasn't available until late. There's nothing here, is there? No, it's just field. So that looks weird there, but apparently it's just a texture thing. Yeah, wait a minute. Like I said, the overworld is changed in some places, and that's one of those places. Oh, wrong spot. Yeah, I do have 3 hearts left to get. One will be on the Turtle Rock boss. So that leaves 6 heart pieces unaccounted for because I have 2. So 5 now. Yeah, was not expecting that. Let's see, I think this cave was one of those NPCs. Yeah. See if the clue is at all useful. Tiny circle of rocks. Yeah, that's the catfish hint to get Quake, which you already did. Yes, it looks like there's otherwise nothing of note here. And I'm pretty sure I already checked this area out. Except for the broccoli guy. In here. Probably nothing here. It just supplies. This looks like the same text as usual. That's different. Wait, does it work on this guy? Nope. But yeah, anti-fairies and buddy beams that haven't started moving can be turned into fairies with the powder. Check this cave, I think was a fairy. Yep. And should be a fairy in the light world also. Yeah, if you're going to be exploring both worlds, you should do it primarily from the dark world because you can warp to the light world at any time. But you can only warp to the dark world from specific locations. Already into the hobo. This is rearranged, so you don't need the hammer or glove to get past that. Which turned out to be necessary because we got the hammer and glove late and had to hookshot across the river to get to that Western Dark World. Yep, the shop is still a shop. Just wanted to confirm. Rocks are put there so you can hookshot across that either way. This should just be nothing. Yep. No cave there. There is a cave in the White World that should be just a ferry. Alright, you have to drop down and come out there. Yep, just the ferry. Here, this is why you need the mitts to get into King's Tomb, even if you're in the Dark World, because they put heavy rocks there and blocked off the other ways in. Already did Graveyard Ledge. Let's do a quick look to make sure there's nothing else hiding in here. Yeah, that's clear. The Dark Sanctuary should just have a clue-giving guy. Yeah, Pyramid Fairy hint. We've already been there, but can't get the error upgrade because no bow. Yeah, this looks weird, but seems to have no particular significance. I checked the thing down here before. The murder dactyls being themselves. This, I think, is normally a ruined house. No, I'm thinking of Link Between Worlds. Nothing here. Pretty sure I already got the heart piece in the Lumberjack Ledge. Just make sure. Yeah, that's collected. I hope that doesn't put me in the bush. Just far enough out. Alright, these are weirdly jagged, I guess you'd say. Did I check up here? I think this might have been... Yeah, this was a back way into the dungeon that was required for something. This hack has been good about making everything necessary in ways that it wouldn't be normally. Particularly rooms and keys in dungeons. Did I get the thing from Chess Game? I can't remember. Can't remember if I got it from the digging game either. Wait, were there any houses I didn't check here? Because most of them are in ruins. Yeah, it's the C-shaped house as usual. The hammerlocked house, I don't think had anything in it. Pretty sure I checked this. Yeah, that's just a shop. That's the same as usual. I already did the hammer pegs. There's no other caves or houses here. This should still be the era minigame. Should just give that a shot. I have not practiced this at all, but... yeah, my timing's off. It's way too early. Anyway, if you do well, they keep multiplying, and you can get a sizable payout. And if you're ridiculously good and hit the same one with 5 arrows, you get 99 on the last hit. I don't know if I got anything from this or not. And it's not like the game tells you whether you have or not. I feel like in a later Zelda game it would probably say something like, you've already gotten the grand prize, but you can still dig for more if you want. But we are not at that point yet. Let's see, there should be the bonkable rocks over here with fairies in them. Gotta think of it. Is there anything around here? There normally wouldn't be, but again, not normal. Yep, this is fairies. Should be fairies in the light world also. And yeah, I already did that. So to the southern dark world. I think I did Hype Cave. That was just money, but yeah. Did I check the light world one? Yep. I believe that's a fairy. And come to think of it, I'm pretty sure I went there for healing in the middle of doing Swamp. Alright, there are a few more things over here I wanted to check, but first, head to the west to check out the caves on the way to the desert. Should be a fairy. Yep. This is just a money cache, unless they've changed it. No, money. It's a pretty quick way to farm if you're in need of quick cash. So that's 50 rupees in there, and you can just keep going in and out if you want. Okay, so over here, there was this weirdness with the stairs going up here, which I used to get to a heart piece earlier. But now that I can lift the rocks, I want to make sure there's nothing underneath them. And there's not. But that still leaves the east shore of the lake. So you can hookshot these, if you can hit them. That's not annoying. Is there anything down at the end here? Probably not. Nope. And still no armor. Ah, here's a heart piece, which you need the mitts for. Possibly that's where the one that would have been on the island was moved to. And then we have here what's called the Dark World Shopping Mall. Let's see, Hamburger Helper says... He's talking about the thief that opens the bottle for you. There are several clues about that. You can hookshot onto the hint tiles. Yep, that's the usual hint. And that's a fairy. That should be another rupee cache, and this should just be fairies and the gold bee. Yep. Yep, this is 5, 10, 15, 20 rupees. So, a place to get money, not as good as the Desert Cave. Just double check in the Dark World. I think I checked the caves here, but... yeah, that's the usual hint. And some supplies. Okay, so up the mountain now. We did get an extra heart container out of that. That's somewhat changed, but not too badly. Here the bridge is wider for no apparent reason. That may be an attempt to help prevent you from trying a tricky hover. So that is an actual pitfall in the opening there. But if you have a fairy in a bottle, get yourself killed doing the... or falling into that, the fairy will revive you over the pit, and if you can hover and do the timing just right, you could actually hover the rest of the way across to the other side. That's a very niche trick, and not easy to do either. Okay, so for now, let's assume this works normally. Okay, that doesn't push. That doesn't push. So you can't get through from this side, even with the tricks that you would probably use if you're playing a race. As the blocks are being pushed, you can hookshot or other things through them. This is slightly changed. Yeah, if I'd fallen in the bottom one, I would have been on the wrong side of this. That will push. This will not push, so I can't do that trick either. So this hack is basically forcing you to do this cave the way it was intended, and not using the little shortcuts that racers normally will. And those blocks and pots are positioned so you have to drop in the bottom to get both of them. Not that there's much there. Okay, so up at the top of the mountain... The vinyls are there. Let's do Hookshot Cave. Shouldn't be anything important, but other things have been moved around to strange places, so who knows. And this is how you're meant to get back. Except I hit the side of the pot there. Alright, let's just double check this. Ooh, yeah, that's changed. I'm not sure how you're supposed to figure out that you can use Ether to see hidden platforms like this. But you can. Okay, can't reach it from there. So it was here. And let's check one more time. Okay. One tile shy of that. And this should be not explodable at all. Fairy. I believe the left side has a shop at the top. Yeah. No, more fairies. Piece of heart. Somehow you can jump all the way down there. I think the way the game works is when you jump off something like that, it keeps moving you down until you reach something you can stand on. This is still here. It's a tree pull, even though it's not exactly a tree. And follows the normal rules where if you killed 1 to 3 enemies, you get the first thing, which in the unmodified game and this hack is 1 rupee each. If you killed at least 4 without getting hurt, you get the third thing, which is red rupees. And if you killed more than 4 and have gotten hurt, then you get the second one, which is blue rupees. If you're playing randomizer, all 3 of those are randomized. And so far, this looks the same as always, but... and a map. Yeah. Okay, quick water break. Alright. I also don't know how you're supposed to know to use the Cane of Somaria on these blocks, except just trying everything until something works. But that is a... oh boy. This is obviously changed. Let's see if there's anything here. Norway, this is just a few pots, but that's definitely changed. Okay, so where am I trying to get to? Up here still. But presumably I still need to light all the torches. It's a question of how to most effectively do that, and I think I have a route plotted here. There, that does it. Yeah. There's that delay. Yeah, there's a weird delay with the cape where you can't activate it right away after selecting it. And those rails are sticking out further than usual, so you can't just dash up the middle. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. If I can get back down... yeah, if I can get down there, I can hookshot across the block. I think this is this... okay, you're expected to cape across this, but not really necessary. And you have to face away from that for the door to open. Okay, so I need to get up there as usual. Presumably the doors in the right-hand side of the top will be useful, which they're normally not. Well, they're useful in the sense that there's a magic refill and fairy up there, but they're not useful in the sense that you normally never need to go here. And it's not what I meant to do. I'm just trying to face the side, and of course, facing when you're on a stop point makes the platform move. Alright, we're gonna have the tiles popping out? Not even. So how do you get through here? Oh. There we are. Yep, magic refill, fairy, and a switch now, which would not normally be here and is almost certainly required. Use your charge state for a more precise movement. Okay, once you get up there... How do I do that from here? This doesn't seem to connect to anything else. Unless... I think you can throw blocks onto those and have them work. Yes. And I should be able to hookshot to the torch. Yep. That is not something you ever normally need to do. Yep, and you need that raised across these. And let's just fire rod this. Instant kill. But no key. There would normally be a key on that, so they moved that to the other room, so you need to go there instead of it just having the compass. Alright, these hurt like heck, especially when you're on green mail. Yep. I should really be using cape. Oh, there we are. There's the key to proceed. Come on. Let's catch it instead of taking it now. Okay, so bury her so you can't just go to the right. Cookies are in the really good stuff price pack, so you get a variety of high-end prices like fairies, 8 bombs, full magic, 20 rupees. Powder not necessary, but it really helps. Okay, I thought that looked a bit weird. Didn't see you there. The magic is appreciated. Looks like we got the whole first floor. And there's not actually that much to this dungeon, but there are really no shortcuts you can take even normally. How do you get up to that corner, though? I'm not seeing any way to reach those. Okay, let's guess this still goes the same place for now. No, it does not. Okay, let's see where this goes. Oh, that's how you get up here. And maybe there's a key? Yep, that's the key. And that's why you don't just blindly throw sword beams at them constantly. Walk out the anti-fairies. I could probably flip that from the other side if necessary. But I don't know yet whether it's necessary. Lava chest is still here. Lava chest still has the big key. A little bit of stutter there. Okay. I think I see what you need to do. Hammer down the side, hookshot across to the right, and then back. Was this one way? It was not. There's the big chest sitting out of sight, or in sight, out of reach, as usual. You can bonk across that easily. This is a bit messier than usual, but the same concept. Yeah, the closed eyes won't shoot unless you're facing them. The open eyes will always shoot when you're lined up with them. And I believe the game determines which is which by their X coordinates. Or Y coordinates for the sidewalls. Yeah, here's a weird little trick. For some reason, when you're grabbing onto things, they'll frequently still imitate your controller movements. Okay, so 2 pieces of heart left in the game. It's entirely possible they're on chess game and dig game and I just never got them. I'll have to recheck my previous recordings to make sure. Here's Blue Mail. Still no bow. And that side door is useless. But at least it doesn't shut behind you. come on. Alright, so normally the side room would be useless, but knowing this hack, it's probably not. As I recall, you need to kill all the things before the block is pushable. Which is not a puzzle that has appeared anywhere else in the game. This is interesting. And of course it's a key. I saw that coming. That's interesting. That messed up my timing. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, so we're heading into the basement. I'm going to hope they haven't messed with this room too much. I need to get on that top track. Yeah, I've got to go ahead and drink medicine. That. No, that's not the right way. Go to the right. Okay, this gets you up here, which, if I was reading it correctly, this gets you down to the pot here, which has the button to open the door. That didn't last long enough to be useful. I just need to find the way to there. Is this it? No. I think it was this way. Yeah, that was much trickier than usual. This is different. Let that come to me. Okay, now what? If I can push this that way, which I can. Alright, and how do I get over there? That doesn't push. Let's take safety door. And there should be fairies in here, unless they've changed this significantly. And some magic too. That's nice. Okay, back into Turtle Rock. Yeah, I don't see how you're supposed to get across there without bomb jumping, unless you can use the recoil from the helmet beetle. But I couldn't get that to work in... what's it called? Skull Woods either. Or I can just hover. Definitely not intended. But it does work. How do I get back up, though? Oh, hookshot. Actually, I could hookshot from here to get down there. That explains it. Never mind. A little too quick to take the easy way out there. And this will be trickier to navigate than usual. Alright, I just need one more flip where I need it on the... Okay, I see now. I need the orange down so I can go up there. And that wasn't quite enough into the corner to avoid the fire snake, or fire bar. The snakes are the ones that go around the room, the bars are the ones that circle like that. And of course it's not over yet. Instead of just going straight up, we have a little mess here. Okay, from here you make another platform. Hookshot up. Now what? Okay, I need to hookshot up to that from down there. Okay. I don't really like this. This apparently forces you to jump in the pit to finish the room, but it works. And this is basically going to be a vanilla Trinex. Unless the arena is significantly different. Oh, come on. Okay. And from here it should be fine. As soon as the shell disappears, then we got one hit on. But no big deal. With the gold sword, Trinex is kind of a pushover. Unless you really fill up your rod shots. Or just don't have any magic to begin with. Let's see if Zelda gives us some more exposition of what's actually going on here. Well, that's different. Thank God. You never see that in a NES era Nintendo game. Let's Ganon and enters the light world. It's unlike anyone can stop him. But when he's stuck here, you can find him wherever. Go to the Tower of Ganon, break the barrier, return peace. No real exposition. As I've mentioned, I'm getting the impression we're in kind of a sort of a time loop, but not constantly looping, just looped back once. Because based on what Zelda was saying in the castle when we rescued her, it sounded like Link fought Ganon and beat him, but was fatally wounded, so Zelda made a wish, and then this happened. I'll just open up the tower and save outside for next time. So I very much doubt I'm going to clear this in the half an hour I've allocated for the rest of the stream. And apparently if you're dashing, you just keep dashing unless you interrupt it. Yep, nothing over on Ether Tower platform. I'll just drop a state save so we can pick up right from here next time. For now, this has been Arafellin playing Legend of Zelda Echoes of the Past. Come back next week and we will head into Ganon's Tower, which will probably be a bit of a nightmare. And we still don't have the bow. So, yeah. Gonna be hard beating Ganon with silver arrows if we don't have arrows at all, so maybe they're in here? I don't know. I would expect it, but at this point, you can't tell with this game. In any case, enjoy your weekend and hope to see you next week.